The White House is giving public tours today for the first time in nearly 8 months. Critics say the tours never should have been stopped. Obama administration officials claim budget cuts gave them no choice until now. Major Garrett is at the White House. Major, good morning to you.
Good morning, Gail, Margaret, and Charlie. White House tours resume today, but on a limited basis, 3 days a week instead of the customary 5. But for tourists eager to see the White House, especially in the run-up to the holidays, something is better than nothing.
Oh, it's good to see you.
Let the lines start forming. The White House is once again open to the public, and members of Congress who obtain tour tickets for constituents are tweeting the news and a bit of rage. My office was notified that the White House is opening back up for limited tours. Closing it was ridiculous, wrote Maryland Republican Andy Harris. The White House canceled tours on March 9th, the beginning of the heavy spring and summer tourist season. The stated reason? Mandatory across-the-board spending cuts known as sequestration, enacted by Congress to reduce the deficit. At the time, President Obama said canceled tours proved austerity hurt.
Remember, the president's crying wolf, he's Chicken Little, the sequester, no problem. And then in rapid succession, suddenly White House tours. This is terrible. How can we let that happen?
Capitol tours never stopped.
I think it's disappointing that the Obama administration didn't follow our lead and find savings in other parts of their budget.
The tours ended because the Secret Service said it couldn't provide security for the White House tours and protect the president. But those budget cuts are still here. What happened? A new budget year. The Secret Service said across-the-board spending cuts in the middle of its budget last year left little flexibility. With government funding now guaranteed by Congress until January 15th, there is, apparently, more room to maneuver. In light of the new fiscal year, the Secret Service is confident through the continuing resolution tours can operate at a reduced level while still meeting operational requirements, said spokesman George Ogilvie. Congressman Harris, that Republican from Maryland we mentioned earlier, accused the White House of playing politics with all this, calling these cuts to the tours arbitrary. Now, though the tours have resumed, they only last until January 15th because that, of course, is when the guaranteed funding expires. Gail, Margaret, and Charlie?
Thanks, Major.